Yeah, well, it seems to me that it's an easy move for any given bureaucrat to proclaim his or her alliance with the planet, with blessed Mother Nature, to virtue signal in the direction of a green agenda, and to thereby ratchet him or herself not only up the moral hierarchy and pat themselves on the back, but also to use that as a means of advancing their career, even in micro steps. And then you can imagine that the aggregate consequence of that across the entire bureaucratic class, able to use this agenda as a get out of jail free card, as an excuse and explanation for every failure. We're only pursuing degrowth because of the green agenda. You can imagine that all of that collective activity going on in the background acts in a quasi-conspiratorial manner to put this agenda forward. And then, just so that we don't assume that I'm only thinking about quasi-conspiracies, I've looked very carefully at the so-called C40 consortium agenda. And this is a consortium of some of the 40 largest cities on the globe, all allied together at the level of local municipal government, who are literally pursuing an agenda that includes no more than 3 articles of clothing per citizen per year, a 95% in private car ownership, which is why we're all being encouraged to produce the electric cars that we won't have enough electricity to run anyways, because you don't need electricity if you actually don't get to own a car. And if the goal is a 95% reduction in private automobile ownership, then it doesn't matter if there's no damn grid. 1 short haul flight per person every 3 years, which will completely, obviously, decimate the entire travel industry, plus all of the tourism industry that Europe depends on absolutely in all possible manners. And then overall, although this isn't directly from the C40, the fundamental goal of something approximating an 85% reduction in Western living standards, which is the calculation of the green virtuous globalist utopians as to what's necessary in order for us to inhabit a green planet. And so all of this means, to me, it means not only are the bureaucrats who are using this get out of jail free card to advance their careers, and the conspiratorialists who are radically left using it explicitly as an agenda, it also means that the bloody radical leftists are 100% willing to sacrifice the working class and the poor to their ambition and their green agenda.